Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to game night here at Heavy Cardboard. We're getting ready to start the Great Library, so we'll be with you here in just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I have no idea where that saying comes from, but it is what it is. I'm your host, Edward.
John.
Y'all ready to do this tonight? I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of
I'm
course.
looking forward to this.
Yep.
So, for those that don't know, this is the Great Library, published by Eagle-Gryphon Games, designed by Vital Lacerda, what has become the annual Vital Lacerda game, whatever that is, by Eagle. Eagle was kind enough to sponsor tonight's stream, provide us with this prototype, which it's embarrassing to call this a prototype because it's really, really good. There's like very minor things. But anyway, they've sponsored and provided the prototype. So big thanks to Randall and everybody over at Eagle. And I assume that Shelly is in the house. Shelly is the developer of the Great Library. So hi, Shelly. I assume Randall will make an appearance and Vital will make an appearance at some point tonight. Now, unlike what we did last week, I am not going to do a full teach because I just did, well, not last week, week before last. On launch day, we did this 4-player. So I'm going to do a not brief, because it's me, but hopefully brief overview on the gist of the game. And honestly, even if you're coming into this new, I think people are going to be able to pick this up all right pretty quick, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
For the most part. And then later on, I think it's next week, we're going to be doing a tag team solo, probably you and me. I'm guessing it's going to be a tag team solo. Good. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome to 4K, y'all. Hopefully it looks good. I mean, other than this, can't fix this or that, but it is what it is. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
You got any questions before we start?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. I have one.
Okay.
Do you have a briefcase full of hundreds for me?
I do, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right. Jokes aside.
Let me get in my car real quick. I might come back. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. So welcome to the Great Library. Now, I chewed this over a lot before we got started tonight. You're going to notice, and I told John, I wasn't going to make this joke on camera. I'm going to make the joke on camera. This is the first time I'm ever going to say this. It's almost like it's too small. There's so much dead space around the board, but I had to, if John and I are going to play on opposite sides tonight. I did have it set up earlier to where I was over here and John was over here. Felt a little too intimate, honestly, a little uncomfortable.
I would have been okay with it.
I mean, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But anyway, this is what you're looking at. And if you're seeing it at 4K, you probably can see everything pretty well. Don't worry, we are going to use the PTZ once we get rocking and rolling tonight. But as it is, welcome to the Great Library here in Alexandria. So the game is effectively, obviously, about victory points. A victory point track around the outside. Now, what is it we're doing to get the victory points? Well, big picture-wise, we are trying to fill the Great Library with manuscripts, with great works, and with crafts. That's it. So these are eventually, hopefully, going to be placed in there. I mean, that is kind of the gist of what we're trying to do. To do that, we must acquire these manuscripts and these crafts and these great works. We do that by getting our scribes and bringing in scholars from residences and bringing them in here to then transcribe or translate the manuscripts to bring them onto our board, and then from our board to go out there. As far as the great works, how do we get those? Well, we're going to have to use the Academy here to be able to move up these tracks and to be able to claim these at various places along the tracks. To be able to claim them, however, we have to navigate in the Mediterranean to various locations out here to be able to get, and you remember the word, translation stones. Yeah. So to be able to acquire these translation stones, to then be able to acquire the great works will come onto our board, and from there they will go out into the library. And similarly, when we're navigating the Mediterranean, we can also pick up these crafts. But these crafts and these translation stones will end up over here on our boat, and they are on our boat until they return to Alexandria. When they return to Alexandria, they will come into our supply. And then, and only then, will we be able to do these fulfill these king's requests. These king's requests say they want some number and some different type of things that are here in our on our player board, in our workshop, and in our, let me get the term right, it is the shelf. On our shelf, and when we fulfill these king's requests, that's how those are going to go out into the library. Okay. Now, obviously, there is a lot more to it than that, but what's important, I mean, ultimately, victory points here. And how do we get victory points? Predominantly from 4 different things. There are little points here or there, but predominantly from 4 things. Anytime any of the manuscripts, the great works, or the crafts come onto your board, into your shelf over here, to be able to, when they come on here, you're going to score points. That's number 1. The second one is when they come from your shelf into the Great Library, depending on whether or not they coordinate with what the Great Librarian wants and the ordering of it, then you will be able to score points there. During the game, those are the 2 predominant ways that you're going to score points. At the end of the game, and I haven't talked about that, and I will here in a little bit, at the end of the game, you are going to get points from these Pinex tiles. So these tiles that are over here, everyone starts with one of them that is secret. It's kind of a, hey, did I order things, as opposed to, for instance, I would say maybe I put this one right here, and have I placed things in those locations with my markers? And if so, I'm going to score more points if the more of those that I've done. That is one of the main ways. Another way we're going to score copious, hopefully, amounts of points is with these scholars that are going to be here on our invited scholars that are going to be on our board, as well as our local scholars as well.
The scribes.
The scribes, thank you. So make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
You get some resource points.
And like convert, but predominantly it's those 4 things. Now, okay, so I understand, hopefully you understand the flow of it, but now how do you actually play the game? Well, the game takes place over usually 3 or 4 generations, okay? A generation is going to consist of a total of 3 different phases. Those 3 phases, there's a planning phase where we're going to put our local scholars, these guys, up there into these. These are various actions that we're going to be able to take depending on where they're coordinated with. So we're going to seed those, placing those up there. We're going to gain some time. Time is a resource in this game. It is is effectively 7 different resources, or 6 different resources in this game. Then we go into the executive phase. The executive phase will go in turn order, where each player will take 1 action. They may, in addition, take up to 2 executive actions before they take their action. Take an action, take an action, take an action, take an action, so on and so forth, until we read or pass. When both of us have passed, we're then going to go into the end generation phase. And then after that, rinse and repeat until these tokens are going to advance up this track. When this one is triggered, we're going to unfortunately lose a great work to history. But then when we get to that event, when a token is on there, that is one of the 2 ways that we can trigger the end of the game, either through that or by filling all but 2 spaces or more of the Great Library. That will trigger the end of the game. Then we go into final scoring. Whoever has the most points wins. Now, there are copious ways to be able to take actions in this game. I'm not going to go over it in detail, but I do want to point out, on your turn, when it's John's turn, he can do one of 5 different actions. He can use a location tile, which is, hey, these location tiles have some mix of the locations that are up there. Use that tile on there, discard it, do the thing, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
That is option number 1. Option number 2 is take a time action. Over here on the time board, you're either going to be able to spend time to take the main action, similar to that, and those correspond to the various locations that are out here on the board, or spend silver to gain extra time, because again, time is a resource. So that's option number 2. The third one is to use a scholar, whether it's local or invited. So at the beginning of each round, again, we're going to have scholars out here like this to be able to do the action. You say, hey, I'm going to do the action. This scholar will then move to the appropriate location. You will then have to pay time and whatever resources to do the action. So that is an option. However, once we've invited these scholars into our player area, then they afford us the luxury of taking additional actions through their actions. I'm not going to go into that in detail, just know that that's an option. A fourth option is fulfill one of those king's requests that you have, which is, again, taking stuff from here, putting it out there. And finally, the last thing is reading, meaning I'm passing. The kicker in this, when you pass, it costs every other player, in this case, your one opponent, extra time for them to be able to take action. They are paying you time to take extra actions. So we're going to do that until either one of these markers has reached here to that event, or we have mostly filled all but 2 spots in the Great Library. Then we go into final scoring. Whoever has most points wins at that point. I think that works.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah? I don't know about perfect, but we'll go with it. All right. So that said, we have some setup stuff that we still have to do, and I like doing this on camera because A, it can be a little confusing if you're not, until you see it done. And secondly, I just think it's a cool way to see the board. All right. So what we need to do is, in a 2-player game, we have the craft tile, the starting craft tile, and 3 random, and we mix these up even though they're different shapes, whatever, go ahead and mix those up.
Okay.
And then we are going to take, it is 5 of the setup tiles, or 5 of the setup cards. We're going to shuffle these, and I'm just going to do them kind of up here over in the harbor area and do them left to right. And it says, if at any point you get a number higher than 5, replace it. Okay, so okay, not that one. Okay, that side, that'll work. Okay, so now from there, we are going to place the tiles and the craft face up in the locations in the order that you have mixed it. So we look at this form 3C. So the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and A, B, C, D. So we're looking at 3C. So 3C, the craft goes there. Then we have 5D for the next one. Then we have 5 Bravo. 5, there you go. And 3 Delta, there. All right, so that is how we seed the library to begin with. So that is done. Those can go away. That is part of setup. And then we do the first player, I'm sorry, I lost my spot, the inauguration round. Ah! Don't mind me. Here we go. Oh, also, let me bring up the cameras. And while I'm doing that, a reminder, this is a prototype. So everything that you see here, all rules, all components.
Subject to change.
Yeah, everything is subject to change. And in fact, there's an error with the player board that the depth on these isn't right, so it makes it really difficult to grab these out. They're aware of that. They've already addressed it, but that's why we have them kind of at an angle just to make it, or at least I did, to make them easier to grab.
Yeah,
all right, so that said, the player who most recently visited a library in person is the first player. I went 2 weeks ago.
I was at a library Monday night.
Okay, so I guess you were going first. Okay, good. In clockwise order, starting with the first player, each player places their turn order marker on the leftmost spot on the turn track. Okay, we've done that. All right, now the inauguration round begins. In reverse turn order, starting with yours truly, each player performs the following 3 steps. Choose one of your 2 king's requests. So basically, what we're looking at here on my king's request, the reward is identical on both of those. It's just what kind of manuscript that I want. Do we want to go, do you have them committed? I believe that is like culture.
Which color?
And that is law, green.
Arts and satire.
Arts and satire, and yellow is laws and oratory.
Yeah.
I like satire. So we're going to choose that one there.
Okay.
The other one, no, I'm just kidding. Yep. Just get rid of it. Discard it. It's out of the game. Then choose one of the starting manuscript tiles next to the main board. Now, to be clear, I did not have these out next to the main. God knows there's enough room. There we go. So now I'm going to choose one of those. Hey, I have a arts and satire. I'll go ahead and choose an arts and satire, and that's going to actually start on my shelf. Mm-hmm. Now, notice I didn't score any points. It's a starting tile. That's why. Then I have to choose one of the seals. So seals, unlike the Navy variety, these are going to be bonus actions that you're going to be able to take. And I have to choose one of these to go ahead and add onto my tile here at the beginning. And you know what? To start with, I feel like maybe going to the school might not be a terrible idea. So let's go ahead and grab that one and add that over here onto that. That is one of the ways I'm going to be able to take executive actions as we go along, but I digress. We don't need to worry about that right now. All right. Then gain time based on the turn order position. So in a 2-player game, you gain 7 if you're on the first spot or 9 if on the second spot. And in fact, if you take a look, can you point at it for me for folks?
Which one?
Here. Yeah, if you'll notice, it says 7 and 9 right there.
So I start at 7.
There you go, easy enough. And I start at 9 time. Okay, done. Once all players completed all 3 steps, then all the remaining manuscripts go back to the board. So it is now your honor, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to look at I haven't looked at these yet. Well, they're essentially identical. So I will take this one that gives me silver. And green. Yep, that's the one.
I just assumed. Okay. Yep. So these are out of the game. Since they're starter tiles, those can just hang out.
And then I think I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to take this King's Favor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now the game begins. Now, one thing I forgot to do. You start at 1. I start at 1. Okay. So we're going to go slow for the first couple of turns until we go through all the actions here as we take. So I think the best way to actually do this for you guys, I am going to try and get that out of the way. There we go. All right. So let's run through this. So we are in the planning phase. Take 2 rounds, starting with the last player. Send a local scholar to an action tile. Do that twice. Gain time. Easy enough. Okay, so let's do that. So moving into, there we go, up to the generations track. Now, these were legitimately random. So let me take my guys back. Thank you. So what you're doing, kind of like in inventions, you're seeding what action you want to take. But in a perfect world, you don't necessarily want to always take these actions, if that makes sense, because you want to do them in other ways. So looking at what it is that we're going to want to do, I think going to the school to be able to get scribes, to be able to get manuscripts, yada, 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 seems like a good thing. Not only is it a good thing here, but in addition to that, this is how you get additional time. You look at what the forwardmost tile is, and you count how many steps there are to that tile. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Yahtzee, I'm gaining 6 additional time. So coming over back to my board, I started at 9. I'm now up to 15 time. Awesome. Cool. And now John gets to do the same.
And if I want to go there...
Oh, right. In a 2-player game,
Yeah.
if he wants to go to the exact same spot that's already occupied, be it yours or mine, and this goes for me or John, if either of us wants to take that place, you owe 2 time to the other player.
Yep, that's right.
So there's that. So I thought by going there, I might dissuade you.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
from
you
doing
dissuaded
that.
me a little bit.
Okay.
That was the move. So I think I'm gonna do the harbor. So that would be 5 time.
Yep, 5 time there, and now it's my choice again. And I did have a plan, kind of.
You do?
I kind of did. Like while I was setting up my player board before we started the stream, I had a bit of an idea. I'm not saying it was a super strong idea, but it was an idea. And I think the other one is I will go ahead and do the navigation action, and we're looking at an additional 3 time. So that puts me up to 18. Is your honor. And obviously you're capped at the ends, so you can't go below 0 and not above 20.
Right. And I think I'm going to do the Scriptorium. So that would be an extra 2 time.
2 time.
Yeah.
All right. So we are now done with the planning phase. So if you take a look again at here, the planning phase is now done. Now we start the execution phase. That name has since changed to not be confusing. Now, at the beginning of everybody's turn, on your turn, you may take 0, 1, or 2 executive actions. The first one is take a library bonus. That library bonus is what we move those little markers on, but we have no ability to do so yet. So neither of us is going to do that. Or move an invited scholar to an executive space. Neither of us has an invited scholar, so we can skip the executive actions at the beginning.
Yep.
So now, in turn order, you get to do one of those 5 things that's pictured there. So it is your honor as going first.
Yep.
Go for it.
Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the time board.
I was hoping you'd forget it, but
not.
alas. Okay, so walk us through it.
Yep, so I'm going to take one of these actions here. I'm going to visit the school, and because this is on a 1, it's going to cost me 1 time.
Right.
Which is the cheapest.
It can't get cheaper.
Yeah.
So there we go. So we're moving that over.
And now I'm going to visit the school, and when you visit the school, your starting scribe gets a
free power, free knowledge. Okay, and also, cool little thing, you see the little dit above the number? That tells you where the next number is. Oh, you roll it up. Oh, there's a 2. You roll it to the right, there's a 3, so on and so forth. So he gets a free one there. Now, do you want to walk through this here?
Yeah, so you can move from 0 to 2 here.
Scribes.
From the residence to the school.
Yep.
And you have to, then you can adjust their knowledge dice by paying time.
Yep.
So if I were to bring a young scholar over, it costs a time because the young folks need some extra time, right?
So the young ones are that one, and that one. This is a middle-aged one, and these are just elderly, and that is. So what the point of this is to be able to get the power to, when you come up to the Scriptorium, to gain these manuscripts. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole point and what the dice multiplier is. However, that coincides with the type of knowledge that they need to be able to transcribe the manuscript. So with that said, you can bring 2 over.
So I'm going to bring the young green satire.
Okay, so that is 1. Now, when he brings this one over, he can bring it over to any of the 3 free that match their specialty, or could bring it over to any of the empty ones that require a payment of a resource and in lieu of, they get a research. But I assume that's going there.
Yep, and then I'm also going to take the medicine and philosophy blue middle age.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the only middle age. And the young one cost an extra time. So he owes 1 time for bringing that one over.
Yep.
When it comes over, it comes in at whatever the lowest number is that's pictured. So we'll come over here and bring it over here to the school so you all can see. There's a 1 pictured there, done.
Yep.
So he paid his 1 time for this. Now you can pay time to bump these as much as you want.
Yep, so I'm going to spend 2 time on the middle age to go to 5.
So 1 time would be 3, 2 time bumps it to 5.
And I'm also going to spend 2 on that one to get it to 3.
And that 3, you'll see the 2 multiplier down below means that's actually a 6 for satire translation. That is a 5 for medicine, and his jack of all trade one is a 2.
Yep.
And these have to be on specific manuscripts. That one can be split between all of them.
Correct.
Okay. So
that's the end of my turn, and we refill the. Sorry, you have to do all that.
No, that's fine. I don't mind. So that gets filled, and these are just from stacks right over here.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that was the obvious move, I thought.
I didn't notice it at first, and I was like, yes, after you went there.
I did. And I was like, well, if I don't go there, you could do both. Yeah, no, I have to go there.
Yeah.
So So I'm thinking about taking the dice action, the time action, to be able to either come to the palace, which, no. I think the harbor makes more sense. I think so. So I'm going to do very similar to what John did, except one of those actions. One is the palace to be able to get a king's favor. The other is the harbor. We'll talk about that here momentarily when I do that. So I will spend my 1 time to be able to do so. And now, let me bring that a little closer. There we go. That's why I didn't. Oh, that's so maddening. There we go. Still getting settled into the new studio. All right. So we're taking the harbor action. So the harbor action over here says, first off, you must spend 2 time. Now these spaces are if you take your local scholars, meaning these guys, to be able to do a harbor action. The only one that's available to do that is that purple one, because that's on the harbor. But take my word for it, when he does that action, if he takes that action, he would have to pay 1 or 2 time respectively if he's the first or second to go there. But as it is, I don't need to do that because I'm not sending a local scholar. So instead, I pay 2 time from 17 to 15. And then I'm going to take one of the steering wheels, the captain's wheels, off of my board, which is going to unlock a tile for me. And then when I place it out here, I'm going to, if I place it to this side, I'm going to get, be it 2 resources of my choice, 3 time, or 2 research. If I do it from the captain's side or the ship side of it, the Pharaoh's ship, I believe.
The royal side and the
royal
merchants.
side, that's it, yeah.
I think it's
you don't have to pay anything to do that, and you just get the stuff. Now, what makes us decide what we're going to choose? Well, depends what actions we want. So at the beginning of the game, everybody has 6 of these tiles. They are colored in your player color. You choose where these 6 go. Now, 3 are going to go here. It doesn't matter their location there. 1 is going to go, it doesn't matter there. And 1 is going to go here where you're going to start with it. So the question is, what action that's on here do I want? What bonus am I going to want? And where do I want to free up spaces? Yada, yada, yada. But looking at this, since I have a navigation action up top, I'm probably going to want to take 2 navigations. So that means I think I want one of these 2. And the idea of bringing my ship back to Alexandria at the end of it for free, which is what that bonus is, that seems like a pretty good idea. So I'm going to choose that one. So that one is going to come down here, and you cannot use the 3rd spot until you've unlocked that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I am now locked in tiles. I cannot get any more tiles until I use one of those to free up space. So now coming back to the harbor, pulled that from the right-hand side of my board, which means we're going on the merchant side. And the merchant side, you know, it's resources are good. So is research. I always go heavy into research, but I think this time I will. Do we get what do we need up there? We need yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and pay. I'm going to. No, I'm not. Yeah, I will. I will pay the papyrus. So, paying the papyrus back to the supply, and then I'm going to get any 2 resources of my choice, not including, correct?
I'm sorry.
Not including a royal, a king's.
Right, it has to be a crate.
King,
yeah,
right.
so the 3 out of the 3 crates.
So, I think I will take a silver. And do I take the papyrus back to give myself some flexibility, depending on what it is I want? Nope, it's going to be another silver, I think. So we will take another silver into my supply. Now, doing that goes into my supply, not onto my ship, because I am in the harbor. That's doing harbor actions.
Yep.
When the ship travels out here, that's different. All right?
Yep.
Chat is awfully quiet tonight.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're watching at 4K or 2K, for that matter, at 1440, if you jump the speed up on YouTube to 1.5 times, it will eventually lower the buffer to where you guys are on a less delay. So when you do chat, our responses to it will be a little bit quicker. So that might help you, even though you're watching it live. All right, go ahead.
All right, so those are okay over there. So I think
They're
I'm
expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on track. So I'm going to take a harbor action.
All right. So here, walk us through it. There you go. Go for it.
So I remove it, and I'm going to put it here, and that costs a time.
Right.
Okay? And then before I continue.
Also, we forgot to do that.
Before I continue, since there's no other scholars on the spot, it moves, and I land on here and get whatever that is, which in this case is the king's favor.
Right. Now, the reason I move these down are the ones that weren't selected. We dropped to the bottom just as a reminder. If we got so caught up that we move this, that way we know, oh, wait, if that tile is still there, somebody has moved off of it. Who was that? Right. We know somebody had to have moved off, whereas these, nobody chose, so we don't need to worry about that.
Makes sense.
Anyway, all right, harbor action. We don't need to walk through that because we just did. Go for it.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take this one, move this over here. That's the spot I wanted. If that's okay.
Well, good news. You have King's Rewards, which count as wild resources.
I do. I want the time. I think I do want the time.
It's just the silver.
And I got it from here, but I'm not going to spend the silver. I'm going to spend the king's favor in lieu of the silver, and then get 3 time.
Okay. So back to me. So the actions that you can take those, you can take those, unless they're used, or you can take those. And I have 2 obvious choices for me as I see it. One is navigation, to be able to move my ship. I have a navigation here. I have a navigation here.
Which will bring you back to Alexandria right away.
Right, if I use this one.
Right, yeah.
So probably want to do that as the second one.
Right.
But I have that one up there that I could use, which would give me a knowledge as well when I move that. So that's option 1. Option 2 is I could go to the school. I have 2 ways to do the school. I could either move that one up, similar, or I could use that one. But I'm leaning more towards saving that one for the Scriptorium once I've gone to the school. So let's see. You have the Scriptorium action there. You have navigation on your board. So I'm trying to figure out, I think I do. I think we're going to go ahead and nav first. So I will choose this one. So we're going to navigation. That's going to cost me 1 time. That will move over. That will give me a research there. So paying the 1 time there. So now let's go ahead and talk navigation. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, navigation. It says you spend 2 time. Oh, sorry, wrong one. For every time that you choose to spend, you can move your boat. Sorry. For every time that you choose to spend, you can move your boat up to 2 spaces. Mm-hmm. You are not limited to just, 2. So looking up here, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, or you could go 1, 2. You could go 1, 2, 3. Like, the world is your oyster. And once I decide on where it is I want to go, I think I'm less concerned with translation tokens right now. I think getting a craft seems like a pretty good idea.
Oh, not to interrupt you,
but
I forgot to put stuff in Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like this.
At the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Thanks, Shelley.
Oh, no, I remembered that.
Or you did.
She'll get credit eventually.
Yeah, right. I figured.
Can you reach the blue one for me?
Yeah. Yep, no worries. I forgot to seed those. Good call. So I either go, that's 2 time to do that, or I think it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. But I think I'm just literally going to spend 1 time and just go a single space.
Oh.
Right here. So when I go there, a couple things are going to happen. First things first, I'm going to get things on my boat. How many empty spots on my boat do I have? I have 2. That says I get to take 2 of those. Mm-hmm. I'll get back to that in a minute. But I also get, you guessed it, 2 research. That does not go on your boat. That is straight liquid into your supply. But then I'm going to get any 2 resources of my choice. Now, why am I getting 2? Because I have 2 spots on my merchant side of the ship. So I'm going to get any 2 that I choose, but I just don't get them right now. And I think silver and, yeah, I think it's worth it. Silver. So, done. Now, these are not taking up spaces. They're just,
infinite spaces,
yeah, they're
basically.
Infinite size. So those are just going to hang out until I return to Alexandria. So that's me. That's my shipping. That's done. I paid my 1 time to move the 1 space. Done. Your honor, sir.
All right. So I think I am going to, I don't know if it's a mistake, but I do this quite often. I'm going to spend this location tile now.
Okay. So walk us through it.
So I'm also going to do the navigation location action.
Okay.
And I'm going to be going.
So so take that tile off your board to show that you're using it.
Yep.
Okay. So then if the bonus is at the top, like that
you get
one,
it right away.
he gets it right away
before you take the action.
And otherwise, it either comes into play after the action at the bottom or during, depending action dependent on that. So that said, go for it. We've already walked through how this works, so go for it.
I'm going to end up spending 2 time because I'm going to be moving more than 2 spaces. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Although, hold on a second. I didn't 1, 2, 3. I'll just go to that one because that's even better. So.
Well, you can't get the. Oh, yeah, you can.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm at a craft.
Correct.
Okay. So the craft cost is, excuse me, on the tile, and in this case it's
a silver and a papyrus.
Yep. So this gets paid to the supply.
And then that bad boy goes onto his ship.
On this side. Yep. It doesn't flip over or score yet. It just sits right there until I get back to Alexandria.
There we go.
Okay. But this symbol here allows me to go immediately back to Alexandria. So the boat goes back.
Okay.
When I do that, there's some actions with invited scholars, which are not applicable right now.
That's what this has to do with.
Yep, it's giving gifts to the muses.
Yes.
But then I have to choose one of these to put down into the Scriptorium.
Right.
And I think I will put down this less Plus 0.1 orange.
Okay.
And then
So now he can choose any color to restock it with in
Yeah.
any of the 3 stacks.
we'll put a blue one there.
Little medicine action.
Yep.
Okay. So you have returned to Alexandria. Now what?
So now that I have returned, I can unload my ship, and then this goes into on my shelf here. I score 3 renown points because of the 3 on here.
There we go. And John's running
and
away with the
everybody
game.
knows me now. I'm well loved. They don't know who this guy is yet. And then I also at this time put a seal on here.
Yes.
So I think. I don't know if that's going to come in handy just yet. I will take the time.
Okay. Now, one other thing that I want to point out on his board is this little die symbol that Ian has put on here, right there. And there's another one right there. Now, what those are is those are dice adjustments for these dice. Now, obviously, the ones that are used, it's moot. But the other ones allows him to move them up to 1 or 2 pip values, and those are regular 6-sided dice. So he could roll and they do 6s flip to 1s, 1s flip to 6s. So he could roll that 3 down to a 1 to be able to take that action.
Well, I only
like
have
that.
1 ability right now because each craft, and I haven't unlocked this yet.
Fact.
Yep. But yeah, each craft you have gives you
Yes.
that, and then this. Yep.
And it's crafts on your board, right?
Either, yeah. It doesn't matter if they're on your ship or on your shelf.
But once they come out here,
You've
you've
lost
lost
it.
it, right? Okay. All right. Well, I probably should have done a better job of thinking about what it is I want to do in the meantime. But I hate to copy him, but that's kind of what my plan was. So by the way, that tile goes away now.
Right. Yeah.
So it can just be set aside out of the game. So I'm going to do quite literally the exact same thing.
Yep.
So using same tile.
For crafting.
I mean, hey,
Arts and crafts.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, or it's like in I was going to say in WoW, in World of Warcraft, I'm doing my craft time.
That's right. Yeah.
So however, and they're all 3 points, the crafts. The crafts are crafts are crafts. The only difference is the cost to acquire the craft.
Yep.
This one is 2 silver, whereas that one is an ink
Yep.
and a silver, so on and so forth.
Right.
But looking at this, to get to this one is 1, 2. To get to this one is 1, 2. So it's basically, what do I want to spend? Silver in this game tends to be, or coins, silver, tend to be more lucrative and more useful than, say, ink. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pay my 1 time to move 1, 2. I will pay a silver and an ink. I will claim this. This will go onto my boat. That will go there. And hey, I used the exact same tile that John did. So what does that mean? We come back to old
hi.
Alex. Hey, what's
What'd you
up?
get?
Wow, I'm known now. I have a little bit of renown. So we're looking at 3 as well.
Yeah.
They can stack, but again, because camera overhead. So now this bad boy will flip. So I've scored my 3 renown for that. And hey, we have more silver because we have returned to Alexandria.
Yep.
Done. And I get to bring a tile
And
down.
a library seal.
Sorry?
A seal for your executive action.
Thank you. So I will go ahead and bring down, the green 5. And you know what? Medical research seems like the thing to do for us. So let's go ahead and go that route. So now over here for my seal, what is it I'm thinking about doing? Well, we haven't talked about how we get these. We'll talk about it later when we get to that point. You know what? You can never, ever have too much research. So I think I'll go ahead and throw that bad boy on there. Done. John, your honor, sir.
All right, so I'm going to spend this as a silver. And I'm going to move this 1 and take 5 time.
All right. So I said earlier, you can either do it for the action or pay silver to use it for time.
Yep.
You've seen both ways now that you can do that. So I could roll that down to 2 for the Scriptorium, huh? I have no scholars, right? I'm missing a step.
You could bring one from there, but it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, that's not
It'll
great.
be pointless.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So we'll go ahead and do the school action. So that will come down. That will come over. That'll be a papyrus for yours truly. There we go. And now we're going to the school. So I'm doing the exact same action, except this one was free. No cost associated. Bringing over up to 2. One's going to be free. One is going to be less free, but I'll get a knowledge for the privilege. And unfortunately, there are no middle age for me, but I do have that, which is going to be an extra 2 power. So it kind of works out the same in that regard. So thinking about what it is I have. So this King's Request wants a satire and something that isn't satire. Could be a craft. Crafts are wild in that regard. Could be anything else. So looking at what's over here and looking at what's coming, because I assume John's next move is now to go to the Scriptorium. So what do I think is going to be? I genuinely don't know. I think I will go ahead and bring that youngin in here. Yeah, I will bring that. That's going to cost me 1 time because he was a young scholar. And I think I will bring a medical student over as well. The medical student has to pay. And seeing as I have no tar, I keep wanting to call it tar, it's ink. I have papyrus. I'll go ahead and pay the papyrus to enroll him. And because he is a young scholar, I have to pay 1 time, but I get a research for the privilege. Hey, this is me just flexing. There we go. I have 5. Early. All right.
And then don't forget your starting scribe.
Right. Starting scribe. Anytime you do this action of the school action, you get your starting scribe comes over, or it gets a bump. So if I can, there we go. So that will be there. And finally, that will go there. Now, I have 10 time. Let's think about this.
I'm thinking, can I have that, please?
Yeah. So looking at this, you went 5 blue. You might bring that down, you might not. So I think I will spend 2 for this one. So that's 2. I will do 1 for this one. Will I do? Okay, that's 3 time. Let me go ahead and pay my 3 time real quick. And I also have an extra 2. So let me think about this. You can only bring over 2 scholars. The question is, could I fudge a 3rd? So a scholar can do multiple manuscripts if they're the same.
And it costs time.
It does. I just don't want to be wasteful. The question is, can I get away with it? So I have 2, 4, that is 6. I think it's too early. I think it's too early to go aggressive. I think that's me done. Yeah, done. All right, Your Honor.
Okay.
Hey, Vital.
Yeah, so I like that you left me this. So I'm going to go to
I couldn't do anything
That's
about
true.
it.
Yeah.
So earlier...
Just take the thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to take my local scholar action. So that's 1 time. And I'm going to move this here for a silver.
Yep.
So now I'm going to the Scriptorium.
keep forgetting that. There we go. All right, go for it.
So I'm going to bring up.
Up to 2 scholars.
Yep.
And it's actually all right here. So let me move this a little so people can see this. So when they're in the, by the way, I should have refilled
right.
these.
Yeah.
Apologies. So let me refill this real quick. Okay. You'll notice that the residences, they go one of 2 places. They either go to the school or they go directly to the Scriptorium. The Scriptorium says you can move 2 scholars up here. They can come max of 1. You'll see a max of 1 can go there, or 1 or 2 or 0 could come from the school. They have to be your color. Okay. So with that said, sir, I'll stop interrupting you and
That's
shut
okay.
up. Go
I'm just
for
going
it.
to take my 2 scribes, the blue and the green, and put them in the free spots.
Okay, so that will go there. And even though the free spots are open, he could have chosen these if he wanted the extra time, if he wanted the extra research, but he chose not to, so okay.
Yep. So this is a 6, and this is a 5.
Yep.
So I'm going to be spending, that one for this one, and the 5 for this one, which is going to cost me 11 time.
Okay, so 6 green needs 6 knowledge or power to be able to do it. 5 blue, good to go. But now he has to pay that and time. So that is, as he said, a total of 11 time. And how much time do you have, sir?
I have 12.
All right, well, see, there you go. And now he has 1 time.
1 time.
So now
Takes a lot of time to do that.
it does, but
Oh, my seal.
big process comes now. Here we go.
Yep. So I score these, so that would be 7 points.
Okay, 7 renown to 10. Okay.
And now, just like these, I choose which
Do that
seals.
after your turn is over. So these are going to replace, it doesn't matter the numbers they're at because we don't ever roll those.
Yep.
Those are done.
Those stay.
So now nothing down here happens. However, he needs to refill these 2 slots.
Yep.
In the process, go for it.
So you fill from Alexandria first. Like if these were, so this one's going to come over here. Okay. And if there isn't one over here, then it comes from here.
From Alexandria.
Yep.
And if it's not there, then it comes from the supply.
Correct.
So just showing the process of that, that's all.
Yeah. So you do have a blue.
I do.
So let's just put that one out there so it's not too tempting. And then we'll put a green out.
Okay. Now, this does not refill because that's only when you return
Right.
to Alexandria.
Yep.
Okay. And same goes with that spot. And that's what those 2 spaces are referencing. Okay.
And now I pick my seals.
Yes.
So.
And so he'll do that while I'm taking my action. So now all of those are done. I could do this action. I could do something regarding up there. I hate being a little bit behind the curve on this. I just don't see any way to fix it, though, unfortunately. I'm a little low on time. I'm already behind on that. He's going to take the king's request. I have that. I think I'll go ahead and do it. So I have a craft still in my tableau. So I'm going to use that craft to roll that 3 to a 4. I'm going to spend the silver, then to grab that, and that's 4 time up to 11. One thing we didn't mention is time is eternal in a sense that it can always roll forward into other generations.
Right.
So
Yes.
keep that in mind. Just because you got it doesn't mean you got to spend it. All right. So with that said, that was my turn. Your honor, sir.
Okay. So I'm looking at what the what the head librarian wants.
Yes.
That's what I've been kind of mulling over here. Okay. So if I do that, I really want that action, but the points are good too, but actions might be better. So let's see.
So while you're thinking, continue thinking.
Yeah.
All of these obviously are empty spaces out here in the library, right? But This craft is a starting craft. It is permanently out there. It fills a space. These 3 that we seeded at the beginning of the game can only be replaced by either putting a craft in its place, so they are effectively empty spots when it comes to have we filled the library, or great works, which we haven't even messed with the academy whatsoever so far. So he's debating where to place, because it's not only that, but he also has to think about his personal Pinex tile.
That's right.
So there, shocker, a lot to figure, a lot to juggle here, right?
Yeah. All right, so I think this will help me later, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to fulfill King's request.
Okay, so that is one of the 5 options that he has, so go for it.
So it has to be a green and something not a green.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm gonna put down is my craft tile.
As the not green.
Yep, and
okay.
I'm going to put it
Hold
here.
on, give me 1 sec.
Okay.
You're faster than I am.
Sorry.
All right, so placing it out there.
So I'm going to take this action.
Okay, so he takes it, and he gets
This.
2 research.
And 2 research, because it's on here.
Right.
Get that.
Now, how the scoring works, I said this is the second way you get main scoring, is if you were orthogonally adjacent to whatever you placed. He placed the craft. So if he were orthogonally adjacent to a green or a blue, there, or there, he would score points, and then whoever is the owner of those things would then get these, which these are how you are mainly able to take executive actions in this game. So that's why we haven't talked about it yet. But he chose not to do that, and so therefore 0 points.
0 points. But now I'm going to put the one that's a required green here.
That's going to be 5 times he's going to get.
5 times. And because green is adjacent to a craft, I will score the points on here, which is 3.
And if there were another craft there, he would score that again. So he would score 3, then 3. So he'd be 6. So he scores 3 points for that.
Yep.
So grab your 3. I got you.
Yep.
All right. And then because he used this tile to score that based on this, he then gets one of those to be able to do an executive action. You can only do executive actions at the beginning of your turn. So he has room for 2 of them currently on his board, as you can see right there.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Oh, and then once you fulfill it.
Oh, yep, hold on. Let me get back to that. Go for it. Yep.
In this case, I would get a research, a silver, and you get to unlock
one of 5,
like
6.
King's reward, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. So, so there are 6. Go for it.
So it's all the purple cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these aren't cubes, obviously, but they have cube pictures on them. So this one, if I unlock this, you can hold an infinite amount of these, right? Because right now we're limited at 2. This one, if you unlock this, you get another space for location tiles and a permanent way to manipulate the die.
Yep.
And then these give you certain bonuses. So this would give me +1 movement on the navigation. This is an extra knowledge when you
go to
transcribe.
the Scriptorium. Yep.
And then this is an extra knowledge when you go to the school. So.
And the last one is whenever you go to the academy, you have
like a permanent research.
Permanent 1 research.
Yep.
Which doesn't
suck. So I fulfilled that, and
that just exactly, that goes away. I got you. Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's kind of how I figured that was going to go. So now the question is for me. So all of our actions up there are done. All the dice are done. I cannot fill this. So realistically, I only have 2 actions left, although I may only take one of these potentially. I'm going to go ahead and I wonder if I screwed this up. I probably did, but I will go ahead and take this action, which is the Scriptorium action, which again, we're doing very similar things to start off with, but I think we will diverge as we get going. So I am going to bring up 2 scholars. The question is which ones? So the blue for sure. And the blue, I think I will spend...
I'm unlocking this. I didn't unlock anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to spend a papyrus to be able to get 2 time on that. back up to 13. And that is going to get me this one. It's overkill. But is it? You know what? I can save that and I could use that. Oh, that's so tempting. I think I will do that. That seems fun. Yeah, let's do it. A little unorthodox. Might as well, so I'm not wasting that. I will bring that over. I will pay I have no papyrus. Well, I technically do, but I'm not going to spend that. I have no ink, but I do have silver. So I will pay a silver, and I get a knowledge for my troubles. Flex. So there we go. All right, so now over here at the Scriptorium, let's go ahead and walk through similarly, except I also have this. So when I take this, I have an extra 2 power implied. I still got to pay the time, but I have a 2 power implied. So I have, you know what? That is 6. I have 1 extra. That's 3. I'm wasting one of those. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, that's blue specific. Oh, that's right. I could go a different direction and not do the blue. Yeah, okay. So 5 of his 6 are using that tile. I have 2 that can be split however I want, and I have 2 that can be split however I want. So basically, it's either that one or that one. And looking at our boards, we are very similar. I think, though, I will take this one. There. That is going to be a total of 9 time. I have 13. I'm down to 4 time. So just like John, those go away. These come back to my board. This is now used up, so that will go out of play. And before I forget, I need to restock these. So restocking those, there are none to restock here. So we look, oh, there are 2 blue up here. And then we need to refill that. And you know what? We'll do a little Neapolitan action.
There you go.
And now on my player board, just like what John did, we're going to score a total of 5 renown or 5 victory points. And then I need to unlock 2 of these, and that's me done. And while I'm thinking of that, John, you can go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah, I had an order of operations here. Okay. So I'm going to play a location tile, and it's going to be the garden.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to get a research because of this bonus on the top. And now I'm going to visit the garden. I haven't really looked. I just know I qualify for something. I have a green and a craft in the library. So
Correct.
These scholars have requirements that they want as a result of doing this.
So you could do this one, or that one, except these 2 require a king's reward. Okay, right. So here, let me help you. Calipus is who will be your favorite of all time.
And the first thing I need to do is spend 3 time and a crate.
Correct.
Right. So that's 3 time, and we'll spend this.
And then how this works, I'll just, while the camera's over here, that just slides down like so. And now we're going to come back to John's board, and he'll walk us through all the steps for an invited scholar.
So I pick one of these spots, and I would get the location tile up here to use later. They do have certain power. I would love to get these bigger ones right now, but I really need a king's favor for what I want to do. So I think I have to go here. Okay. And that's where Calipus is going to be.
Calipus? I don't know. It's one or the other.
So I'm going to put this up here. He's going to join me here. He slides in. I get the king's favor. Yep. And now there is the invited scholar right here. And this gives me, as part of an executive action, to move my invited scholar to this spot.
Right. Or out on the main board to
Yep.
make other actions cheaper, better, faster,
Right.
stronger,
Yep.
etc. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I mean, okay. That was quick. Plus, walking you through or walking the cameras through all this, I quite literally only have one action available to me currently. So I could do one of two things. I could either take the action, which is the king's reward. I need to figure out whether or not I want to do that, or I read.
Yep.
Because I have no other options available to me. So let me look at this. So looking what's out here, we have a green and a craft. We have another craft.
And you do see what's coming, so that might be valuable too.
Maybe, but I'm just, I have so many options because I have a green and a blue, green and a craft. The green is certainly going to go out. We know that. So the green wants to be next to crafts. So if, and then the craft, the blue end, I probably want to figure out this. And what I don't want to do, I want to score, but I don't want to give you executive actions in a perfect world. So next to the craft is the green. That seems not terrible. So we will go ahead and complete this. So we'll start with the green. We'll start with the obvious one. That was upside down, my bad. Oh, I can't put it there. That's right.
Put it anywhere except for those two spots.
Yeah. So I think we will go ahead. We will put it there, which green adjacent to a craft is going to let me score that. So that's going to be 3 renowned and a crate of my choice. So I'll go ahead and get that while I hem and haw a minute. So it has to be a crate, and to be clear, these are the 3 crates. They are not research, which is, usually what I go after. But I know, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and get a ink. And then the second one is blue wants to be next to, blue wants to be next to that. A crate wants to be next to green. So my choice is either I get the tile for the extra action.
That's what I was thinking here. I didn't get any points for that, but having the extra action is pretty sweet.
It doesn't suck, right? I am a little short on time currently, but there are only 2 of those left. And so my options are I could put one of the blues out, say here. It's not super sexy. I could put the crate next to green, which I could put it there or I could put it there. Now, if I put it there, I'm also not giving John. That's actually, you know what? I think I talked myself into it. I think I put the crate. I'm foregoing the extra action, which may be short-sighted, but it is not. I know what I'm doing. I finally got there. So I am placing my crate on here. So I'm going to get a resource of my choice, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a papyrus. That way I have flexibility on that. Now, because I placed the crate next to a craft, sorry, wrong word, next to green here, it does get to score. It only scores once, unfortunately. So that's going to be a total of 3 renown up to 14. But more importantly, I'm going to give myself a executive action right there. So the executive action, just like John, there, done. That's me. And not done, sorry. I get a research. We get a papyrus. So roll it back. I got the papyrus for this. I will have gotten a silver for that. I forgot I was getting this. And this is always the one I go for. It feels like the obvious choice. It is. It's done. Just, yeah, done. All right. And now for real, I'm done.
Okay.
Your Honor,
cool.
sir.
Are you done?
Yeah, hold on, wait. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay,
Go ahead. All right, smart ass.
All right. So I'm going to start with an executive action.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to put this one here.
I hate you so much. This is.
What do you have over there? You have 2 blues, right? Yeah, you don't mind. And this is going to let me go to the palace without spending time, because normally you have to spend 2 time.
Right. So when you go to the palace, normally spend 2 time, take one of these 3 or any of those, but it requires that.
Yeah, and
which,
this is,
oh, hey, this is what he wanted.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wants this
that's
one.
the one I want.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to spend a king's favor, take this king's request, put it over here. That was the start of my action.
Right. That was his executive action.
And alternatively, I could send Calippus out, but if I were to send him somewhere, I have to visit that location.
Correct.
That turn.
And that's what these smaller spots are on some, but not all. So they're in the school, they're in the academy, they're in the Scriptorium, and they're in navigation. And that is how you can spend goods that you've gotten on your voyage for victory points, for renown, when, in lieu of the actual action. Anyway, carry on.
I could also send him to his office location,
right.
Which would give me an academy action. So, but I think I'm going to fill my king's request.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked, said no one ever.
And you set me up for some good points, but you'll get something out of it, so don't worry about that. So this is a green and a blue.
Yes.
So I'm going to put my green out here. This is next to 2 crafts, so that's 8 points.
Yep. So 8 points puts you at 21.
And hooray, you get an executive action.
Yep, I do.
And then blue, too bad you didn't unlock your other one.
Yeah, so be it.
I get, what was that, a papyrus?
Yes.
And then this one.
See, I thought I was being clever, but I missed that you could do this as well.
Is going to go here, which scores the green. No, it doesn't. It doesn't score. It scores the tool,
right?
The craft for 3 points.
Three more points, and then I would get another executive action, but yours truly only has room for 2. Sad. Sorry, I've never gotten executive actions in round 1. God knows I didn't expect to get more than 1. So.
Oh, and then I may take this, which I will.
Okay,
so
2
it
time.
costs 2 time, and I get 2 crates of my choice and a king's reward. So I'll do that. I'll take silver.
So, this is so gross. I'm doing the exact same thing.
Well, before you say that, because I have to decide to unlock. I don't think you're going to give me 3 executive actions, though. So
we'll see.
Sorry. Yeah, just in case.
You know what? Am I doing that in hindsight? Because, is certainly not as lucrative. So let me look at this. So those are the places I want for that. Okay. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I really didn't look far enough ahead to see that you could do that as well. I don't know why I didn't look at it, but I didn't. So I could read.
So before you read, we didn't go over this. In a 2-player game, the furthest one on the left moves when we do the end of the generation.
Oh, not all of them?
No, just so this one won't be there when we.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, because that would be a ton of time, but it's the one furthest left moves.
So if I were to read, if I were to do an action, you are almost out of time. But the harbor action costs 2 time, but you do have a king's reward. Navigation, theoretically, you could. No, okay. You know what? I can take an executive action and still make a decision.
Right, yeah.
So I'm going to take an executive action, very similar, pay no time. I'm going to choose the obvious one. And when I take this, I get a research.
Man, what would you do if I wasn't playing? You'd be lost.
So now I can either read, but I think if I read, you read. If I take an action, I think you may. I don't know. Which of these do I want? Do either of those really weigh a huge amount on me? Looking at the order of those.
This will be the one that's
furthest back, right? I'm not in a rush to do that. That's the thing. But the problem with this is blue is going to want to be next to yellow. There's currently no yellow out there. That's not great. I'll go ahead and do it. Even though I think it might be a mistake, I'll go ahead and do this one up. And you know what? I will go ahead and place the 3 next to the craft. Yeah, get a crate and 3 renown. And the crate will be another silver. There. Then I will pay the 1 time to get another papyrus and to remove. And you know what? If we're going to do it, now is the time, but also the school, the extra power, because I'm going to need to do that. I think I'll actually remove that one for the school.
Yeah, I thought about that one. It seems pretty good.
All right, that's me, done. I've done every, yeah, that goes away. So, Your Honor, sir.
So, I have no, so I'm going to move Calippus to this action space, research.
Okay, so now, again, you have multiple options once you have an invited scholar. Send him to the main board or send him to his personal action.
And anytime he leaves this space, you got to pay this cost.
Right.
Right, so I'm going to pay a research.
So the stone cost in this case.
And I'm going to do the research action, but I get a free time.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, let's see here. I'm not moving much.
Get your time.
Okay, yeah, because I'm going to spend it.
Well, I know, but still.
Yeah.
All right, so the Academy. First time we've done this one. Pay time and research to advance. You can advance all of these. You can only go past these little roadblocks, one of them in a single action. So what you couldn't do is spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 research and run all the way up. The most you could do is 4 on a single track. And when you do that, you get whatever the reward you stop at or any one prior.
Right. So I'm going to spend 2 time and a king's favor. So it's 3 time.
Okay.
Plus 3 research.
Yep. So he's moving 3 bumps total between the 3 tracks.
I'm going to move 1 of each.
Okay. So 1, 1, 1. And I'm going to assume he just chooses that. And
so
that's going to be a
points.
total of 3 renown to 27. Done?
Yep.
These do not reset. It's a one-way trip unless you get a great work. When you get a great work, it immediately resets that track.
Yes.
All right?
Yep.
By the way, this is the only way to get extra Pinex tiles. In case you were wondering, Self, how do I get Pinex tiles? There you go. So now, do I want to do that? That is a total of 10. I mean, I could. So the two, refresh my memory for the school. It is either...
So you take the school action and you have 2 like knowledge, or you take the school action and you can move 1 from the residence. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
It's the first 2 for the executive actions.
Yeah. So increase the knowledge of your scribes in the school by 1 step twice, free of time.
Oh, so that would bump him up to basically 8 knowledge. Yep. Got it.
You can pick the same scribe or 2 different.
Yep.
Or take a scribe from the residence and place them in available space in the school, and then follow the normal rules for placing a scribe in the school. You can't choose a young scribe to do that.
Okay.
So you preemptively are sending it without having to go there. Yeah.
So let's see. There is a lot of blue out there doing yellow. That's actually, you know what? That seems okay. So I think that allows me to bring a scribe over as an executive action. So looking at this, it cannot be a young one. So I'm thinking...
Sorry, Jakob.
What? Oh. I will go ahead and bring this one over. He starts as a 1. And now I may freely spend time to bump them, right?
And your starting scribe is no longer there, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that is a 4, which is doable. And the blue, I would like a 6. So I'll go ahead and spend 3 time, dropping me to 0. And that will jump that up to a 6. And blue wants to be next to yellow, and yellow wants to be next to blue. That seems okay. Done. So that is my executive action. And now for my main action, I shall read. Okay. So reading is choose turn order for both of us.
Yep.
And time is certainly limited right now, but
it's slipping as they say. Yeah.
I will go ahead and take the 2 time and go first next round. That's me done. Now, if John wants to take an action,
A main action, yep.
a main action, he owes me 2 time. How much time do you have, John?
I have 0 time.
Okay.
So I will also read and get a king's favor.
Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and walk through the end of round stuff. So discard scribes from the Scriptorium. Okay, so that means these go away. My starter one just goes back to my supply, and then here I'm just going to make, there we go. Okay, next. We have changed the head librarian tile, so literally that just comes over, goes right on top. Then, by the way, we're reading right here. So roll the action dice. And the next thing is return scholars back to your board. I'll go ahead and take care of that while you roll. So that's mine, that's yours, that's yours.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
And finally, replace invited scholar. And what that means is if we've reached the B's. So now that we understand this, I'm just going to do this. It is there.
After generation 2, we get rid of all the A's.
Yeah.
So now we don't do anything.
There is 1 A left, basically is.
Yeah.
So just, there you go.
And then in a 2-player game, the last thing you do is the very left one just goes here.
Okay, so now we are in a new generation. Here we go. So in reverse order. So starting with purple, place them up top.
Yep. Okay.
So are y'all following along, and is it making sense? Are y'all enjoying the playthrough so far? If so, please like and subscribe. I know it's like the YouTube thing to say, but it matters to the channel. Really, we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. It's a joke because we're at 33,000.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. I really didn't think you were going to go for that. Yeah, well, no, but you also have no manuscript, so I really genuinely thought that might be safe. Well, it sort of is. Okay.
And you're first, so.
I am. So I know I'm doing that. Or that. That. Yeah, I think that's okay. So if I'm doing that, I need to be able to... Oh, we need time. This is the problem. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we have a blue and a green and one other out there. Theocritus looks pretty good. Antipater looks really good. But it requires time. But you know what? I'm good with that. Let's take that. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 time. Up to 7.
I knew it was lucrative for 5. I didn't think you were going to go to the garden. Well, I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I do need invited scholars, right?
Yeah. So if I go here, I would just get 3 time.
Right, because you get 3, I get 2. I think you should. I think that's a great choice. I even promised to let you go there first.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so nice of you. Let's see. All right, you have a yellow. You have a green, a blue, a craft out there. I mean, out here. For that purpose.
Yeah.
The harbor. The harbor could work. How will I get? Oh yeah, I could do that.
God, there's so much I need to do,
I
and I have
know.
no idea the order in which I should do it.
We did a lot of actions that first generation.
We really
I feel
did.
this might be hard to top.
This is pretty
Yeah.
impressive to me, I think.
Yeah. I think I am. God, that garden is so sweet, though. Sweet, sweet garden.
It's just so much time.
I know. All right, I'm gonna do this.
The harbor. All right. So I don't need that. I need that, but I need more time. How? I think that's the right answer for action 1. I need to be able to do that. There's so much I need to do. There's no other way that I see being able to do it the way I want to do it. So, I hate it. One time. Okay, my turn.
Yes, sir.
Pay a silver. That's 6. That's 6 time.
Yep.
Had to happen.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have more silver, so I think I got to do that one for 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Wasn't planning on doing anything with that one anyways, so that worked out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will pay 1 time now. Oops. I will go to the palace. Make sure I'm not screwing anything up before I... Yes, I'm going to the palace. And I will take this after paying 2 time. So I paid 1 time for the action and then 2 time for the palace. I get a research. Theoretically, I'm going to spend this at some point. Let me make sure I'm not being an idiot. A moment. You know what? We're going to do this a little bit differently, but similar. Give me that silver back. Nope.
Oh, no.
The silver will be for that. That's what we want. I will pay 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Chalk it up on there.
I was hoping you. Well, I'm not calling you
1,
an idiot,
2,
but when you said,
3,
I hope I'm
4,
not an idiot.
5, 6. Is there a shorter way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there's not. So I will go here. I have 8. I will go ahead and get the level 3 translation stone. That will go there. And then I will take the palace. I've already paid for it. And I got the research, the whole 9 yards done. That's me. All right, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Why?
I was going to do something like that, but it's okay.
I thought you were relieved. It sounded
No,
okay.
I'm not relieved. Okay. I was relieved when you took that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Sporadic. It's very quiet in chat this evening. I don't know if it's because we're focused on the game, but hopefully y'all are enjoying the playthrough tonight. And again, if you are, please like and subscribe. Really, really does help the channel.
I think I have to do this because I don't want you to do it. So
guess what? I would.
I know.
Okay.
So that's 1 time.
Yep.
And I'm going to visit not the harbor,
The palace.
the palace.
2 more time.
So that's 2 time, and I'm going to pay and they're identical. So
They,
I will
in fact,
take this
are.
one.
There you go.
And that, so is that one?
They were shuffled. To be clear, they were shuffled.
And that is that.
Okay. All right. So I think, so that is a 6 and that, yeah, but I'm short on time. I really don't know how I can do that, but I don't have a way to do it, but I can save it there. All right. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, shoot. I have messed up. That's okay. I have no way to take a navigation action currently. I hate this generation. The kids
a
these
rough
days,
generation.
right? I may have been a little, let's just, garden, yeah, the garden's the right move. So, we trigger the event. Do you want to read what the event does, like, historically?
Yeah, so the Great Library did not fall all at once, but in 2 great silences. First, when Caesar's fire reached the shore and the scrolls caught flame, not by hatred, but by accident.
Oops.
Then, centuries later, when the hands of faith tore down what remained, fearing what it could not control. What was lost were not only parchments, but ideas that were never read or questions that were never asked again. When these events are triggered in the game, they mark not just a shift, but the fading of a golden age.
There you go. So Ptolemy's Almagest, gone.
Because it's the blue one.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that was the event that was out there. So we will go here. I will pay 1 plus 3. That's 4 time. Okay. This is going to be a short generation, folks. So I can choose any of those that are out there. So let's take a look at the garden. I mean, Theocritus is the obvious choice to start. However, I'm lamenting the lack of a navigation action. And the problem is everything I want to do takes time, and I am noticing a distinct lack of it. But I think Archimedes might be the way to go because Archimedes can get me extra actions.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and pay the snake cost for that there. I will take Archimedes. That will slide down. Those are all the A's now. I believe Philetus, do this so we don't see what the next one is a B.
Yep.
So there you go. Oop, there we go. Okay. So just like John now, I am going to choose where to slot him in. So he gives me a navigation action in and of himself.
With a free time with it.
Yep. So I think we go to the 4 slot here and we will slot him in. And the reason the 4, I have plenty of silver to be able to do, and I get a time for my troubles. But plenty of silver, I have that, but now I have those actions as well available to me. And that is me done. Your honor, sir.
Okay. What was it that I was doing? How was I getting there?
So what John's talking about is this has certainly some inspiration from Inventions in that, okay, how do I go? Like, I didn't want to take the palace action directly, so instead I navigated to then be able to take the palace action. So it has similar in that regard.
I have a question, and it's been answered, and I can't remember.
Okay,
But
go ahead.
Ken kind of blew some minds when we played. So if I go here on my navigation action, at the beginning of my turn, can I send my invited scholar to the school because I will be visiting it? I think
Yeah,
Shelley,
I believe the answer was yes.
but I think it has to be the location at the start of your turn. So it's not clear in the rule book, but I'm sure she'll answer
So
that.
try and do it. So
Okay.
as a executive
action, I would pay a research,
Okay.
and I would and he's green, so I would put him there.
Okay.
Okay. And then I would take the navigation action to get me to here,
Okay.
which would be visiting the school.
I see no problem with that. Legitimately, I don't, because you're taking the school action. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. So go ahead.
You cannot. Yeah, I knew.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So you knew the
No, I
answer
had
and
a
tried
feeling,
to
but I couldn't
Guess
remember
what?
which.
John did a good job making me look stupid. All right.
I said I don't think it's legal, but okay.
I figured you could.
Ken did it or almost did it, and
Okay.
so anyway.
All right.
All right, so let me rethink this. I'm still going to do that. I'm just not going to get a little extra bonus from him, unfortunately. Or do I want to do it a different way? Because I could do it a different way. What are you going to do?
Oh, forgot to fill that. I'm going to do that first. I have so many options, but so little time. Quite literally.
Yeah, I think I have to beat you there. So
Where is there?
I guess we'll see.
I guess you'll let me know.
I'll let you know. All right, so I'm gonna do this location tile, which is
Okay.
gonna let me navigate.
Okay, go sailing. I'm sailing.
And I'm gonna
away.
spend one time to go here.
Okay, going to the school.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a crate.
2 crates.
2 crates. So I'll take a couple.
So
silver.
crates.
Well, I'll take a silver and a ink.
Okay, done.
Okay.
And now you're
and
doing the school
I'm gonna
action.
visit the school. So my starting scribe bumps up.
Yep. So up to 3, and now choose 2 youngins, 4 veterans.
Yep, so it's going to be an orange veteran, and it's going to go in the papyrus spot, which I will pay.
And get a knowledge for it.
Yep. And the green elder
Veteran.
in the free spot.
Okay.
Now, let me see.
That was all free.
Yes.
And now you get... I cheated. That's yours.
Right.
Sorry about that.
That would be... All right, 2 on the green.
Okay, up to 4.
Yep, so it's 1, 2. And 2 on the... Well, hold on, sorry.
Just holding.
Another one on the starter.
Okay, up to 4.
Yep.
Okay. Done?
And I think that's going to be it.
Okay. So now,
And then you can refill that,
thank you.
if you would.
Yep. There and there. All right. I think so that gives me, that's 2 times. I don't think I can afford to do it any other way. Oh yeah, the fact that you left this for me,
What's
I think
that?
I have to do this.
What did I
So
leave?
this, so the scribe,
right,
I
yeah.
need that 2 time. So I will take the 2 time immediately. There, right? That was, yeah, okay. So that's 2 time. Let me grab my 2 time. Give me a second. Before I did that, Archimedes is going to roll on out here to the Scriptorium
You
first.
pay a silver.
And I pay a silver for the privilege of doing that. And now, as my local scholar, I will pay 1 time to go there. And now we're going to do the moving here. Oh, hold on. All right. So we are moving that here for 2 time. Back up to 8, paying a papyrus. And then I have it. Let's go ahead and, do I want it to be free for you? I do not. I will go there for the freebie. Okay. So now we're looking at a 4 yellow and a 6 blue. That is a total of 10 time, as you can see. However, the advantages of Archimedes coming here is I reduce the time cost by whatever that is. Because I put mine in the 4 slot, Archimedes, that is 10 minus 4, that is 6 all day.
It's off the blue, but technically it's
Yeah, it's specifically off the blue.
same math, yeah.
So instead of this being 10, that is 6, and that drops me to 2 time. And that's how I was able to finally be able to do that. So now that we have those, these, I will go ahead and score the 6 renown for that. 6 puts me at 23. And then I have to bring markers over, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. But before I do that, there is a blue here. And let's go ahead and bring a yellow up. There we go. These, yeah, are done. That's me. I just have to figure this out. Go ahead in the meantime. So I will go return ship. And I think I will do the 2 time. Okay, done. That feels better.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do a harbor action, which is 2
Okay.
time. And I'm going to take, Suddenly find myself with several harbor actions.
Those are done. Those are done.
I'm going to take this one. And 2 silver for 3 time. It's not too shabby. Or, yeah.
All right. You're
And
done?
that is that, yep.
Okay. No executive. Hold on. So, Archimedes, he can move to a location that I'm going to go and take the action, which currently is the school or the palace for direct actions. There is no spot for him to go in the palace. There is a spot for him to go in the school, but for him to go to the school, I have to actually take the school action.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yep.
So, I think I should do the obvious thing. I have the 2 time. I just do it because I'm still ahead of like tempo wise. I think so. So I will go ahead and take the palace action. The palace action is going to cost me 2 time. Drops me to 0. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And we will take the cheapy blue. And when I take the cheapy blue, I get flex.
Another one.
Well, theoretically, I'm actually going to go there at some point.
Yeah.
So that's me. Done.
Okay.
Your Honor. You still got all that? You got Calypus?
Yeah, I know. I
Calypsis?
have a lot of actions left. I'm just trying to figure out how to do them.
I mean, you think you have a lot of actions left.
Well, yeah. I have a lot of potential.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm threatening that, I'm out of time.
Yeah.
So if I were to pass, it costs him 2 time just to take an action.
Yep.
To me, which, tempting. Just saying, tempting.
Super tempting. All right. I'm going to spend a research to send Calypus out.
Okay.
Calypus will come here.
And again, he is green, so he goes onto the green spot. And if he were blue, he would go there and mine would just come back, which means I then have to pay to put him back out if I want to. So.
And I'm going to do this location tile for the Scriptorium.
Okay.
Which gives me 2 knowledge to kind of be spread around. Right.
I keep saying power, but you're right. It's knowledge.
Yeah.
So which ones are you bringing out?
So the starting scribe.
Okay. So jack of all trades, I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
Go on the free spot. And the green one will go there. That's the only one I can go to.
And take a knowledge for your troubles.
Wait, is that a spot?
No.
Okay.
I've looked at those more than once.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And then knowledge. Research. All right. So I have 1.
A discount of 1 green.
So basically, I can do the 5.
Yes. Yes, that is legit without using any of that because 4 with a discount. Back up. With your 2 extra knowledge. That's using 1 of the knowledge. You now have a 5 here available for whatever color you would like. But if you choose, well, it doesn't matter. You're already getting the 1-time discount.
Yeah.
So a 5 of.
So it'll be an orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that'll be all my time.
This would be 10.
Yep.
Minus 1 is 9.
9. Yep.
Done. Okay, so these will go away. You are going to score 6 renown, sir.
Yep. Thank you.
And here, you have no choice in this that the green comes down, 1 of those.
Yeah, we can do this one.
Okay, and then refill them, please. You got a total of 6
6
renown there, and now you just got to figure that out. Okay. So now that you've done that, I absolutely need to fulfill this. So I'm fulfilling King's request. It's going to be the yellow one. Yellow wants to be next to green and blue.
Oh, I mean, there's a perfect spot right there.
I mean, if I don't go there, you're going there.
It just gives me 2 executive actions, though.
It would give you 2 executive actions if you go there, too. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true.
So, but, and the 2 time is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I think then you will go there.
Yeah, I don't really care where you go.
I want the time. So you get 2 executive actions.
Yep.
So for the library here, that is scoring off of green and scoring off of blue. So that's going to be a total of 4 points in 2 time, getting my 2 time. My 4 renown is 23 to 27. Done. And John got his 2 executive actions. And then, if I wish, I can spend one of those time for a papyrus and remove one of these guys. And I think I will. I will spend the 1 time to then get a papyrus, and I will remove the one from the academy or the navigation. Nope, 10, huh? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I will actually take it off of the navigation. Should have done that earlier. Oh well. And that's me done. Your Honor.
Okay.
Any executive actions, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing the one that gives me 2 time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fulfill this king's request.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
Yeah.
All right.
So the first one is going to be the orange one, I believe, right there. Yeah. So that'll be there. That's a crate and 6 points, and we each get an executive action.
Yep. 6 from 33 to 39. I'm taking my executive action as well. Okay.
And then this one is going to go on the king's here for another 6 points. It's
Okay.
2 orange. And then we each also get another executive action.
I was not expecting the second one. 6 more points put you at
6.
45. And so just to be clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. 7. If 7 more get filled.
Yeah.
And I have 2 available to me. So just for timing wise.
Yep.
And then are you doing the bottom?
I'm going to spend the 2 time I got there for the 2 crates and a king's reward.
Okay.
So take a couple silver.
No. Do I want to return that to the harbor? I don't see a need yet. The blue wants to be next to yellow. Whereas the blue wants to be next to green, which would be better for me.
It's a hard decision.
Okay, that's doable. I think I wait till next turn for that. I will take an executive action to give me 2 time. That's 5 of them. 3. I could. Let me do some quick. I have definitely messed that up. Okay. The question is, do I pay the silver to get a time to then be able to move around to do any action that I then want to do? Is there... 3-time I do have. Do I want the other invited scholar? I don't have any snakes available. I mean, I feel like research is probably what I'm supposed to do. I think research is way back here. So that is, let's do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think it was 6 this way. 6.
Oh, 6, so that's only 2-time. Oh, but I can't do that because I need time. Which, if I'm taking the action, he can't be out there.
Right.
So, you're going to pass. Do I want to go first? Or do I want the extra time? I think I will pass after taking my executive action. Need the snake anyways. I'm reading. Done. So now, note for everybody at home, he still has those.
Yeah, I do.
He hasn't taken them.
That's unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to use them. So,
So what do y'all think at home?
I'm going to take an executive action to start, though.
Okay.
And I'll get a royal King's Royal
snake, yes.
thing. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to have to read. So,
so get 2-time.
That's 2-time.
I mean, it's 2-time. All right, end of the round. So discard scribes from here.
So these move first.
Go, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Sure.
So I think, is it left in the new order? In any order they choose. Okay. So actually,
I follow you. Okay.
let me just look at that real quick.
So both of these are going to come off. When they come off, he's going to get both of those rewards. So go ahead and take them. So you get a snake and you get a silver.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this one.
But the order in which they end up out there. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, that one moves?
Yeah.
So this one,
leftmost, yeah.
right, in a 2-player. So this is the last round. At the end, well, there may be
that
one.
could have triggered it. By the way,
Right.
like
Yeah.
when that moves, it does trigger it. Yeah.
That could we could go into a 4th generation possibly, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's it. Change the head librarian tile. Then roll the action dice. Return the scholars back to your board. Oh wait, you've already done that for yours.
Oh, that's there.
There. I'll roll.
Okay.
Well, that was a friendly roll.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And then we get rid of all the A's.
Which I believe. Yep.
Let's double check this is an A. Nope.
Okay. So now the B's come out. They get better, faster, stronger, and worth more points.
Yep. And the C's have some real game-breaking abilities. They're hard to get to, I think, with 2 players. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we forgetting anything else? Let's see. Replace the invited scholars. Nope, that's it. All right, back to the beginning. Starting with you for the placement, sir.
So this one is really far away.
That is, yeah, that school is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. That's 7
Seems
time.
pretty good.
And obviously you can't go on empty spots.
Yeah.
So
I think I have to take advantage of that, and the school is not a bad action. So
that's 5 time for yours truly. 8.
now the other thing I want to do, I think is. What a conundrum we have here, Edward.
For what?
Everything.
Yes, that is the right answer. Yeah.
I guess either one of those would be okay. So I think, oh gosh, I think I got to take the garden. 1, 2, 3.
Went to a garden party. Okay, so what do I have? I have shipping available to me currently. Those actions. There's The school is really a really great action right now for both of us because we both would like tiles. But the fact that I have that.
And that it's points at the end of the game if you don't. And
Yeah.
it's decent points, too, if you get them all to 6.
So, I mean, the fact that it's 0 time sucks so bad, the navigation for me. However, that action allows me to do that action, and that is the right answer. Haba. Give me the Haba for 2 time.
Haba. Okay.
All right. So
Best
now,
of luck, sir.
Thank you. Yes. It feels there are so many things that you feel like you want and need to do,
Yeah.
and it's just a matter of how do I go about doing it, right? Okay.
Yeah, Shazira, we haven't visited the academy much. I think he's going to big time this time, though.
There will be academy action
Yeah.
going on,
But yeah,
but I need time to be able to do it is the problem.
that's true. Yeah.
So I think this is what we need to do. So to be able to do it, I'm going to spend 1 time. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This makes more sense. The harbor action will get me 2 time, which will spend 1 of it, spend 3 of it, so it's net down 1, right? And then this one will get me 3 time. Done.
Okay.
What?
So if I'm thinking of, just a reminder, if I am the game right now, there's 1 more turn.
Oh, snap. 2. No, yes, you're right. It's 1 more turn. Oh my God.
And the point spread is pretty significant.
Then you should do it. Oh God, I missed that. That is true.
Do you want to?
Yeah, do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Keep them wanting more, dude. Keep them wanting more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So
Go to the garden.
Well, no, I think I'll get more points if I go to the school.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
So.
Oh God, I have messed up. Yeah. Well done, sir. Well done. So that triggers. Okay, hand me that, please. That triggers the end of the game. Now, it is way snappier in 2-player. So, when the end of the game is triggered,
It's either at the beginning or the end. I forget.
I think it's at the beginning. Yeah. End of the game. There you go. So the event tile is triggered. Once the end of the game has been triggered, play continues until the end of the player's turn, which is your turn, your action here. And if it's triggered by the event, which is number 1, all players take 1 more turn. If it were triggered from this, it would end at the end of that player's turn. Or at the end of the round, sorry. Right. But since you're the second player, so we get 1 more turn, one more action.
So I got so excited that I forgot to do my executive action, which I'm just going to do and get a couple research.
Yeah, 1 more turn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so.
And I'm just going to max out what I can here.
Sure.
So I will, doesn't matter. I guess what's easiest to max out? So that and the same thing.
And that.
And those are middle age. So
yep.
I'll do.
And you owe 6 time.
6 time plus
6
4
time.
for that one.
Hold on. Plus.
No, that's not my starting scribe.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
6 plus 4 is 10. You are correct.
Yep.
Well, that's frustrating. Who got caught with their shorts down? Okay. So now the question is, what gets me the most points? I have no idea. Yeah, I truly have no idea. I think going to the garden might be. Am I thinking about that right?
It's 3 points.
I mean, I could complete this, which blue wants to be next to green. I could
These
go
two, yeah.
there. Time is a resource. These are a resource. Getting 5 time.
This gives you a point towards the points. 3 to 1.
As an executive action. Oh, that is so unfortunate. You did well. You caught me out. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I could sail? No, because that happened. I could return and then go sail.
Off into the sunset.
But that's worth like a point or 2 points.
2 points. I think it's you still get the points even if it's on your ship. So.
I think so. Sailing. You know what? I think I'm going to try that. So I'm going to take an executive action to actually get to research. I think that makes the most sense. And then if I sail, I can do any action I want. Sailing, I could go to the garden here, or I could just pay a time and do it. But I get the resources. So that's why I'm thinking about, I hate the idea of min-maxing this. So I think the garden actually is the most sense. So I'll spend the 1 time to here. Actually, yeah, that's right. Not adjust it. And I will go ahead.
3 time in a crate.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. A crate will be that. And you know what? We'll take Stratton because we have so much research. And we will put that there. I will get yet another research. Oh, this is criminal. God killed a kitten when you did that. That's funny. That's actually really funny.
If it
Go
makes
ahead.
you feel any better, I still would have ended it, but it's been 1 more turn. So yeah.
Fair enough. All right, go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Yep. And I need to refill them, but go ahead.
Executive action. I'm gonna go here and just take a crate, and then I'm gonna go to the garden as well. I could, whatever.
And you get a snake.
A snake. Yep. That's going to
And
cost me a time.
and then 3 more time.
So I have 2 time left.
And
I'll
a
pay
good.
the snake. And a good. And I'll just take this one. 'Cause
Apollonius.
I have a green and 2 others. So, and then what are these again? Yeah, I'll just take a crate.
Okay. So, endgame triggered. So now we go into endgame scoring. Well done. Add to the renown. 1 renown for every 3 crate, research, and snake. So add up
And
all
the one's
this
on
stuff.
Your ship too.
Oh, well,
I mean, that comes next
sure.
for you. But
Yeah. So divide by 3. What do you got?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. At 6 to 33. Okay. Then 1 for every 2 hold on, I'm sorry. 2 for every translation stone.
Yep.
2 points for that. There we go. All right. 1 renown for every 2 knowledge from your scribes. So there's 18.
That's 9.
That'd be 9 more points there to 58. That was sneaky. That was really sneaky. And then from your Pinex tiles and your Scholar. So Pinex. So here, we'll do the library here. So I'm pretty sure that if I put it right there, that looks like 3 of them.
Yep, 10 points.
Sorry. No, I'm wrong. That is
no,
wrong. Hold on.
That's wrong, yeah.
Hold on. Oh, God.
I did that last game, too. I misread it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I think if I do it that way... Oh, that's so bad.
Still 2.
Yeah, it's only getting 2. 6. Do as I say, kids, not as I do. 6 to 41. And you, sir?
Yeah, you blocked me a couple times for my 15, but that is 3, so 10 points.
Facts. So that's 10 to 68. And then for your scribes...
We got 4 points.
And I, too, have 4 points. So there you go. I was right on his heels. 72 to 45. Where I'm from, they call that a butt whooping. So there you go. So moral of the story, the end of the game can come quickly, folks. So be aware of that. I got caught out on that. Anyway, because the sponsor, we're not going to do a roundtable for y'all, but thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, John, for taking the time and for the ass whooping. Thank you.
Yeah. My pleasure.
Big thanks to Shelly and everybody else that watched. Certainly appreciate it. Thanks to Eagle for sponsoring the stream. Check out the link down below if you find that this is a good game for your game group. And next week, we're going to do a tag team solo. Mm-hmm. So at least I won't get caught out because John will be paying attention to that on my behalf. So there's that. But yeah, so that's a wrap. Join us tomorrow. We're actually doing back-to-back Vital.
Yep.
His latest, we're going back to his first. We're doing Vinos tomorrow night. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm Edward.
John.
Please like, subscribe, consider supporting the show. Patreon.com/HAHQ. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones streaming in 4K. So you're going to support more of this work. If you find what we do is valuable and useful to you, certainly would appreciate the support. Take the time. Hit the little button. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Man, that was a whooping.